Online Racing is sponsored by Elgato, who created this lovely Stream Deck. For more information about the Stream Deck, the link is in the description below. Hello everybody and welcome to the rerun of round 1 of Dirt 4 Rallycross for PC, and we are really excited to get some action underway. Then I am Jess and I will be one of your commentators throughout this evening's race. It will just be me flying solo tonight like I usually do. So last week unfortunately didn't go too smoothly after the heats. The semi-finals and finals were buggy, so we had to scrap that round and had a few changes along the way. So I'm going to explain what the changes are going to be. So instead we just got the heats going on instead. So basically that is what we're going to see with the heats, and it'll be based on times on all the heats. It won't be based on where they're placed and stuff, and the person with the most points at the end of all the 3 heats, they will win the round basically, and they'll be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, etc. for the championship, and they'll get all championship points added together. So hopefully we find a way to encounter any issues that we've had and hopefully sort it. The coordinating team have done their absolute best to make sure that we can minimise that, and also we've got more people hosting the lobbies as well, to make sure that they don't run about as much trying to get lobbies set up ready for me. So instead of having just the 2 this week, they've got 4 officiators as well. So no, 3 more officiators, right, 1 coordinator and 3 officiators hosting the lobby. So absolutely great to see that they've got more people, and it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. I know we are, and hopefully it'll be run a little bit smoother. We are keeping our fingers crossed today that we can bring some great stuff, and we have seen a lot of action from last week run quite nicely indeed. So hopefully we can do the same this week as well, as we have seen the likes of Isa, Court's done very well as well. And unfortunately, due to the issues we've had last week, we've seen a few drivers having to drop out. But we've still got a decent amount of drivers racing the leagues, which is better than enough, and we've got a reasonable amount to continue the streams forward, as it were. So, oh, I was a bit loud there. I don't know what happened there, but hey ho. Hopefully I'll just keep... There we go. Hopefully I did it a bit louder there, so because it was a bit quiet at times. So keeping our fingers crossed that we can provide a great service for you, and we'll have some facts about the drivers as well as much as well. And if you want to get involved in the chat, please do. I've got the chat open on my phone, so I can get involved as much as possible as well with that as well. So if you want to get involved, ask any questions or anything like that, please let us know. So all in all tonight, let me just check how many drivers we have got tonight. We've got, I do believe we have 4 drivers racing tonight. No, 4 drivers, what am I saying? 12 drivers racing tonight, and in each lobby 1 person is hosting it, so that'll be great as well. So it's gonna be a good one. I know it's gonna be. It is. I know I keep saying it, but I really enjoyed it last week despite the issues, and we're gonna plow through. And I'm gonna tell you more about the track itself as well, because Hell is one of my favourite tracks on the calendar. It is in Norway, and the Joker definitely plays a really big part in this, because it's curved and it is very high speed, so it is very easy to get the corner wrong at times. So the driver's got to be very careful there to avoid any mishaps, and it is also very good for overtaking. So it's not really about raw pace, because the track people tend to do a lot of practice on, which means they can get ever so good in making sure that they get to the action as much as they could. So yeah, pretty much all in all going to be very good. So without further ado then, what I'm going to be doing is joining the first lobby, which someone has very kindly invited me to, which is good to see. We are getting things underway here. So hopefully the joining works. There we go. trying to remember how I toggle spectator mode. There we go. It's been a while since we've done it, so should be interesting to see. So we've got, I think, let me just check if I got the right lobby. Yes, I do. So we've got people joining the lobby. We've got Court, Yogan, Primero, and Spiky racing tonight. I thought Spiky said he wasn't going to be racing, but he must have changed his mind somehow and decided that he was going to be racing tonight. So it's all good. Jobs are good in. We are about to get started. I need to ready up because I will forget otherwise. No, I don't want a view event. Go away. There we go. And yeah, I am generally very excited. I will jig around the audio as much as I can as well, just to make sure. So yes, and Evil Dragon is in the chat as well. And just to let you know, the first heat is heavy rain. So I am looking forward to seeing how the drivers do, because don't forget the braking zone is a lot different than what it usually is in the rain. So yes, let's switch scenes and do a bit of a switcheroo. Here we go. So there we go. If I just mute one of the sounds, there we go. So who am I expecting to do well now? Primero, I believe, didn't race last week. It's one of his first races in the return to the Rallycross scene, so it'll be great to see him around. Court did well last week by topping a few heats last week, and Spiky did not too bad as well. So I say we've got a very strong heat coming up as well. So this should be very, very cool as well. So very excited to see what we got, as we've got all the drivers readying up as well. So here we go then. As the audio is quite loud for me, but I've turned it down for the stream, so hopefully the audio should be good for you. So we are on board with Primero then, as he's obviously the host of the lobby, so that's why I was on board with him. So we are about to get underway, and yes we are, and all of them have each an equal start, as Primero seems to be pulling away quite well, as we had a bit of a contact by some of them, almost having contact with Yogan. Then don't forget, the heavy rain is quite tricky. Oh, and there was a bit of bumping between the pair of them. It is starting to get quite hazardous. Don't forget, visibility is quite tricky in regards to this, to be honest, more than anything else, as Primero has dropped down into third place there by the looks of things, as Spiky, I do believe, is in the lead, but if I'm mistaken, yes he is. He clipped the ball a little bit. He seems to be performing quite well in these conditions. Now, due to the fact these are heats now, they want to make the stream a decent length. The coordinating team have decided to make this a 5-lap race for the heats. So Yogan is catching up to Spiky there quite well. And to be honest, I quite like driving this track, but this is one of the corners people could get wrong, especially me, because I usually, on this game, get a lot of damage once I hit that corner. As we got Court trying to battle with Primero by the looks of things. Not expecting usually Court to be where he is at the moment. No, he's actually battling with Yogan, but to be honest, he seems to be struggling, but he's going to get involved with a lot of battles by the looks of things. I'm trying to see who's at the back of him, but nobody's at the back of him. He needs to slow down a little bit. He doesn't want to get... Oh, I've seen a bit of contact from Yogan. Oh, Yogan, a bit of sliding there from him. Probably to try and gain the maximum speed, I think, as much as possible. Let's see where Yogan is with that, as I think Court has made the move done quite nicely there. As Primero is at the back, but I think Yogan will be in under pressure with that, and I think Spiky is having a good race at the moment. All three of these drivers, I think, taking very even lines going into this chicane there, and it is quite tricky to get your hand on. And another clip from the wall from Yogan, and that's probably not helped Primero in the slightest there. As Spiky, I think is lapping the field, or is at the end, I'm not entirely sure, but I will find out at some point. All three of them trying to catch up now, as Court is dominating at the moment as much as they can. We have 20 of you watching the stream. That is very good to see, and let you know your thoughts in the chat. Who you think is going to win each heat as well. It'll be interesting to see. As we've got Court doing and trying his best to overcome his difficulty. He seems to be criticising that. He goes on to win then. There we go. So the results here, all of them quite evenly matched, separated by 3 seconds. So that's pretty good from all three of them. So Court in first, Primero all going on his way to second place. So great stuff from him. Great recovery there with Yogan in third and Spiky in fourth. So all in all, great results from them. So great heat, I believe, and it's generally I predicted it was going to be a close one, and I was right with that one. So incredible stuff, great stuff, and we are about to move on to the second heat in a minute, but we're going to move on to in about 5 minutes time with some form people. And yeah, so basically as soon as I think we will be ahead of schedule, because they said as soon as I'm ready to start the race, they can start, so that is good. So what I'm going to do then is I am going to, who's host of the lobby? Let me just check my lovely lovely sticky notes I prepared for the occasion. What is man? There we go then. So I'll be joining his lobby. I'm going to see if I have him on Dirt 4. Yes, I do, on Steam. There we go. So luckily I can just join off him. There we go. So with the first heat being anything to go by, this should be a very interesting one as well. So there we go then. So in this heat then, we've got Pottisman, Quiche, Stroke and KXU Ping who are racing today. So, very, very interesting indeed. As we are all getting very, very close indeed. So I need to ready up in order for the lobby to load fast. So that would help, Jessica. So I wonder how these drivers are going to cope more with the wet. We will just have to find out as much as we can then. And it is a 0.62 mile track, of course. The Joker is probably one of the most difficult ones, because they got to decide when to take their Joker, in fact. But again, we shall find out pretty shortly, as we're just about to get underway as everyone is setting up their setups. Most of them choosing to use custom setups. For me, when I was racing in Rallycross a few seasons ago, I chose the default setup, but that's probably a big mistake, especially when it gets to wet type of conditions. But you never know with these things. So the lobby is about to get underway then, and yes, we have switched scenes. Hopefully you can see the action. And let's see, I'm riding on board with Pottisman. I'm always on board. So we've got 2 Swedish, and I think we've got 2 French. Oh, we've got a green light bug. We got a green light bug. Yep, he has stopped. I'm not entirely sure what's gone on here, but I do believe Kent has gone to a good start. It might be a green light bug. I will just have to make sure. I'll check on Discord quickly to see if they have to restart, but I doubt it. I will find out for you if we have to restart the race. But they're going slowly at the moment, but Stroke is trying to close up into the Peugeot in front. And it looks like nowhere to restart. Yeah, it will be right, guys. There will be a restart of Heat 2 by the looks of things. Yeah, restart Heat 2. Because there was a green light bug. We were hoping not to have a green light bug, but unfortunately there was. So let me switch back. So I think, if I'm mistaken, Pottisman will have to make a new lobby, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, but that was quite interesting that it happened so early on that bug. We caught it earlier than before, so yes. Evil Dragon saying, accordingly, how's my favourite place? Right, we're just waiting for Ping to lead the lobby. Please, come on. Ping needs to lead the lobby. Or do I need to rejoin another one? I'm not entirely sure, but yes. The thing with the green light bug, it doesn't really help matters at all. Yeah, we are just about to start again then. So the rule is, if there is a green light bug that happens then, they will be restarting the heat. They have learned from the mistakes last time, so we want to get as much as possible. We've got a Mr. Tino Timp in the chat. We've got Kojo T in the chat. We've got Frankadros, who will be racing as well later on as well. So great to have him along as well. Looking forward to seeing him in race as well. So, oh, okay. Looks like by the looks of it, I have to join someone else's lobby. Yes, I do. There we go. I thought that, luckily we're still running ahead, fine on schedule at the moment. So luckily we have started quite early. So that's all good. Jobs are good in. So good job I did join quite early, to be honest. That is one good thing. So again, just to let you know, the drivers of this lobby are Pottersman, Quiche, Ping and Stroke. Who you think's going to win tonight? We will have to find out as soon as possible. So we're about to get started yet again then for this heat. We are predicting to have some very close ones coming up pretty soon as well. So I think this can be a close one, but we never know. So yes, and we've got little. Why did I say little? Oh my God, Jesus Christ! We've got Aita in the chat as well. How are you doing? It is great to have you on board as well, because he'll be racing, I believe, in the third race coming up soon as well. So yes, all the setups will be done once again. Then we're praying that no bugs occur. Keeping your fingers crossed then, guys, that we all have a good race then as much as possible. As we're just waiting for Pottersman to finish his setup then as much as possible. I think they have about 2 minutes, I believe, to change their setup to make sure that they do this. So also Joe Blows in the chat. He said he enjoys Rallycross in Dirt Rally, but he hasn't even tried Dirt 4. I strongly recommend you get Dirt 4 for Rallycross because it's amazing. But there will be, I do believe, there will be a new game at some point. Like there'll be another Dirt Rally type of game, which I'm excited for. So when the new game comes out, I do believe we are getting underway then, I believe. Oh, we've got a bit of contact already. And there we go then. And so we've got Ping in second, in third then. And we've got Pottersman. Oh, please don't tell me there's another green light bug. Oh my God. If there is, I'm going to be a nightmare. But he looks like he's very slow at the moment. Oh, yeah, there is. There's another bug. Holy, oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. There, looks like we have to restart again because there's a green light bug as well. It has to happen, isn't it? It's like the second time. Second time. Typical. Eh? Typical. So we're just going to wait for Pottersman to set up the new lobby then. Oh my God. Again, apologies about this. Someone's just saying, why don't you stream Xbox Social Race for F1? Well, usually I've been scheduled to do Dirt 4 and Xbox One is still on the pre-beta 4 patch as well, so we won't be streaming any socials for that until we get that patch. So yeah, so I need to be re-invited to the new lobby. They might have to change hosts. Do I need to leave the lobby? I think I do. Yeah, I'll leave the lobby then, just to be sure. Just to be aware of these things. And yeah, we are expecting some quite close action, I think, from the drivers, because some of them fairly new. There's also a few people that are also racing in the Rally League as well. I'll also be taking part in the Rally League as well. Should be interesting for that. I still need to choose a teammate and a car. because my the teammate that I was going to be racing against unfortunately can't do it. Okay, someone's invited me. I'll need to check Discord quickly just to see what is going on. Join my lobby. Okay, I will do that, Nigel, for you. I have been told throughout the stream to keep more involved with Discord a bit more, so that is why. Yeah. So let's see if this lobby doesn't bring out any bugs. I hope not. So yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed. So we've got Nayan, Frankadros, Aitza, and Serene Logic racing in this lobby now. We're going to do the second one hopefully soon. We're keeping our fingers crossed. It might be connection issues or it might be just a bug with the game. So we're just waiting for Frankadros to ready up then, and then they can set up the lobbies as soon as possible. So we're starting in a few seconds then. Pretty soon. Again, apologies for the delay. And there are rumours that a new dirt game will be released soon, so not going to buy it. Are any of you guys actually going to get a new dirt game? I definitely will be. Because it is done by the amazing Codemasters, of course. Codemasters doing all they can, with also the new F1 2018 game. And there will be a new website on its way. Rumours, I think that will be released tomorrow. So I'm very excited for the new site, or it might be Monday, I don't know. But it said, according to the tweet that AOR has sent, it was going to be this weekend. We've had a few sneak previews from Twitter for a few people that had a chance to have a look at it. And from apparently, by the looks of things, they do like it. Apparently, a lot of work has been put into it. So, let's see if we can get good lobbies this time about. We shall have to find out then. Let's see. We're keeping our fingers crossed. Come on. Looks like it's looking good so far. No green light bugs here. That is good news. So, we're about to get some racing done finally. As Serene Logic is already pulling away from the rest of the field, but he's decided to take the Joker lap quite early on then, as everyone else is deciding not to take the Joker lap. Oh, and there's a bit of contact from Frankadros. That's probably not helped Serene Logic in a way, but I think Serene Logic has managed to overtake him, I think. So in the lead then, it is Aitza. Not a surprise, because he is the reigning Drivers' Champion for Rallycross, showing what he's made of. Doesn't look like he's struggling in these wet conditions. The lap times are quite much faster in hell. Again, like I've got to say, it's one of my favourite tracks to commentate on, but it's one of the most tricky ones, but more easy to overtake. In second place, we've got Nayan, who seems to be doing quite well as well. Seems to be controlling it quite nicely. Also closing in onto Aitza as well. So looking extremely good for him. As he seems to be braking when he needs to in the wet. Don't forget the braking zone is doubled here as well for this. So it does look much better, I think, as well. We're calling for Frankadros. I think Frankadros seems to be in third, I believe. Or Nigel might be in front of him. I don't know. No, I think Nigel's in second, I believe. Or third, I don't know. We are keeping our high. Yep, no, Nayan seems to be in third place with Nigel in second, and then Aitza in third, and then first, and then Frankadros in last. But just a quick note, actually, Frankadros was my teammate in season 2 of the Rallycross League. We get on actually quite well, and we still do actually quite well. And if you just joined us, hello, welcome to the rerun of round 1 of the Dirt 4 Rallycross League. And we have got Aitza leading the field away so far. Pulling away from the rest of the field like he does. He almost went the wall there, but he recovered it quite well there. Going into the bit uphill section then of the course. Looks like it will be the final lap coming up soon. Nigel then in second place. Doing well, very well to recover from that. Definitely taking the Joker lap when he needs to. He's going to try and close in onto Aitza now. Keeping the car control very nicely. Again, heavy rain is quite tricky in these conditions. Neil was actually losing quite a bit of time there to Nigel there. But he's not giving up, which is good. And And Franco is doing his best as well to recover as well. And Isa takes the win and heat in the race 3. But again, it's not about position, it's about racing time. But I will get the spreadsheet up after the first heat then and find out what happened. So, race results. Isa taking the lead with Nigel in second by 2 seconds, Leon in third, and Franco Joes in fourth. So, top 2, pretty close indeed. With Leon seeming to be dropping off the pace towards about lap 2 and 3, with Franco Joes in fourth place there. So there we go with the third heat. So I don't know what, to be honest, I don't know what heat we're going to do next then. Race we're going to do. I do believe we are going to be doing, trying to have a go at Potty's Man's Lobby again, I believe, if I'm not more mistaken. I will be checking Discord quickly. I'm just being freaking out. I will be joining Potty's Man Lobby anyway, just to be sure. I can't join at the moment, by the looks of things. So it looks like, I think by the looks of things, it will look like someone else will probably have to host the second lobby that was meant to happen, basically. So it probably was due to connection issues. And, yes, indeed, yeah. And, yeah. So, yeah, and do make sure you do check the AOR website when it's launched as well, because it is pretty amazing. And also, the hype of new F1 2018 game, make sure you do sign up to the interest leagues for Season 16. And there's also some social races happening as well for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. So if you are interested in one bit of practice, make sure you sign up for those as well. And we've also got some Project Cars leagues coming up as well. We've still got sign-ups open for Le Mans as well, coming in 2 weeks' time. And we've got Ginetta GT5 leagues happening as well, coming up in about 2 weeks' time. Very excited for that. So, very, very interesting about that. And we are about to get, yeah, we got someone that's going to be hosting instead. So it was probably due to connection issues. And we're just going to be waiting for one more person to join the lobby, which I forgot who it was, but we're just waiting for one more person then to join. The officiators are handling it very, very professionally there. Very well. So that is very good to hear from these guys. And hopefully we won't get any more issues from then on. So let me just check who we're waiting for actually. So we've got Potter's Man, we've got Kate's, we've got Kapings. We're waiting for Stroke. So we're waiting for Stroke to join the lobby then. So yes, very good, very good. So massive shout out to the 21 of you that are watching the stream right now. Again, if you want to get involved in the chat, please do. It will be amazing to see you guys involved. I can't really see the chat right now. There we go. I can see the chat. Woohoo. Oh, we've got Stroke joining the lobby. That is absolutely brilliant to see. Looks like I'm not having much problems my end on the stream, so that is pretty good. And, yeah. All good at the moment. So, looks like we can ready up then. By the looks of things. So hopefully, third time lucky for this lobby, to be honest. But due to the fact this thing happens. But to be honest, it could have gone worse, I think. It could have gone worse. But thanks for hanging there, guys, those who are watching the stream right now. It is great to see that you're still supporting AOR as much as possible. And, keep an eye out on Twitter as well for important stuff happening for other leagues as well. Keep an eye on what's going on. There might be giveaways as well and more leagues happening as well. Keep an eye on that as well to find out. And they're still looking for commentators and article writers and video highlight editors as well. So if you're interested, look on the AOR Twitter and apply really. Just DM the AOR Twitter account. So they're also looking for more. It's not just for F1 games. For all games as well, including Dirt 4 as well, especially for Xbox One and PS4, because they'll be looking for commentators for that as well. So, let's see if we don't get the green lump bug. Please, 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 please. Yes! Okay, let's get racing! I'm ever more excited in my life as Keith's got a very good start as he pulled away. As he's not taking the Joker lap, unlike everyone else. As Policeman, to be honest, I'm absolutely loving Policeman livery right now. As we got Stroke doing a nice move into turn 3 there. As they brake quite heavily. And almost a bit of contact, a bit of wheel to wheel. I don't know how they not managed to avoid contact though. They did very well. Oh, almost a bit of shunting there, but quite nicely. It's great to see some very, very close battles at this early stage of the race. It's incredibly good at the moment as Ping is quite far ahead. Oh, a bit of a shunt from Ping. He is like me. He's quite a novice driver. He's new to the league. And he is very keen to gain some experience. So, he's like me. So, props to him for keeping it up here at the moment. And, yeah, as we got Policeman trying to overtake again then. On Stroke, I think. I believe it's Stroke. It might be, yeah, it is Stroke. Going into the 3rd lap here. Handling the bump quite well, actually. Going into turn 1. There are some quite tricky chicanes which you need to use the handbrake a bit more and control the throttle. Some people are using assist, some people are not. Don't forget, there's some assists like launch control and stability control that are banned in this league because they gain a bit more advantage in the car, and I do believe traction control and ABS are banned as well. So, yes, as Stroke is already pulling away from the rest of the field already then. As, oh, looks like Policeman has made a nice move into turn 1 there, and he's taken the lead of this Grand Prix. And I just realised something I forgot to, you had a bit of radio commentary there, because you didn't see any racing. Apologies about that. Apologies. There we go. We've got some racing backwards. Oh my god. Sorry about that. But we can see some final racing as we've got Stroke trying to make another move then. Thanks for someone who pointed out that we couldn't see the action. It was my stream deck, I forgot to press a button. But we can still see those battling nonetheless. As, oh! I think Policeman was forced a little bit wide there. Or was it Stroke? I don't know. Yes, it was Stroke. As Policeman has retaken the lead of this Grand Prix. Rallycross. And he takes the win. So great stuff. Great stuff there. So, yeah. Apologies about the issue. So we got Ping there trying to finish this race there as much as possible. So, yeah. And I think he's going to finish. Yes, he did finish, which was quite good. So, Policeman takes the win with Stroke in 2nd, Keats in 3rd, and Ping 4th. Very glad to see that Ping did finish there. So, great stuff. So, you did see some battles a bit later than usual, but hey ho. Thank you to Simo and Fernando for pointing that out there, by the way. And I need to be more aware of my stream deck next time. So yeah, very good. So we are coming towards, I think, let me just check what the gaps are. The next heat will be starting at 9:15, and it's going to be a change of weather scenery with early afternoon and overcast. So a bit more easier for the drivers, but you know, I am seeing those messages. I am seeing the messages, Fernando. I am seeing your messages on Twitter. I mean, it's quite, because I am keeping, because what Fernando doesn't realise, I'm keeping the track on the Discord, YouTube, and Twitter messages at the same time. So multitasking right here. Ah, jeez. Yeah. So if you just joined us, hello. Welcome to Dirt 4 Rallycross. And, yeah, very, very good to see. And I'll need to check who's hosting the next lobby as well. I do believe. Yes, I know who's hosting. There we go. I'm just going to check to see if he's made the lobby yet. Because he will. No, he hasn't, because he's got one hosted straight away. So we're going to have a while whilst we wait for that. And, yeah, as much as possible there. And, if you want a bit of history about Dirt 4, this is the 5th season of Dirt 4. I've actually taken part in this league. It's one of the first leagues I've actually ever took part in as a driver. I've took part in Season 2 and Season 3. Season 2, I came last. Season 3, I did not too bad. But I scored some decent points in the Constructors. Because back then, you gained points for actually finishing. So, yeah. And also, to be honest, it was a race which, even though I was last, I still had a lot of fun racing in it. Because the fact of the conditions and the handling style of it is actually quite nice. And I actually performed better on the pad as well. Which was, you know, I performed better on the pad. Don't know why. A lot of people perform better on the wheel. But there we go then. And we're just going to wait for Nigel to invite me. Don't forget he has to set up the lobby. He has no rush because he's got 5 minutes to do it. And whilst I'm at it, actually, I will check the heat results. Thank you, Nigel, for mentioning me. My phone is going to be out of battery soon, so I will need to charge at some point, but hey-ho. Right, opening in Google Drive, so we'll be opening it opening it in Google Drive. So, Heat 1 results then. So, because it's based on lap times, taking the win of the heat then with 50 points is Isa with a great lap time there. With Serene Logic in 2nd place, with Court in 3rd, Primera in 4th, Yogan in 5th, Spikey in 6th, Poiseman in 7th, Stroke in 8th, Neon in 9th, Keats in 10th, Ragadrose in 11th, and Kaping in 12th. So, points in order: 50, 45, 42, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, and 32. So, those are the heats. We're going to be going on to heat soon, pretty shortly. So Isa taking an early lead in the heats. Very good stuff there. And no, Fernando, it is fine. Hold on. Let me just... Yeah, I did realise that and change quickly. I will be more aware of stream decks, to be honest. But I did manage to change the stream pretty quickly, as much as possible, as well. So sorry about that, you didn't see much more beforehand, but hey ho, that's how life goes sometimes. So, yaha. So if you are liking the content that you'll see, make sure you don't forget to subscribe to Apex Online Racing YouTube channel and turn notifications on so you know when to see a stream next. You will get a pop-up every time AOR does a stream. You could expect to see some social races streamed for AOR soon. I think there will be a PC one, I believe, tomorrow, I don't know who will be commentating. Most likely might be King Kodiak, might be someone else, I don't know. But I'll be looking forward to watching that when that comes. It'd be great to see some PC lobbies being broadcasted, but it does depend on the bugs as well, so we will have to find out and see if that gets broadcasted for F1 2018. Very excited about that. So, I have been invited. Yes, indeed I have. And I will keep an eye on the stream deck this time. Just to make sure. I do hear a cat. It might be my cat. And, yeah, as we go towards Heat 2 then, of this lobby then. It's starting to get quite dark where I am, so it's quite difficult to see. Right, shift tab, away we go. There we go then. I will try and remember to actually broadcast the racing this time. Just to be sure. And tell me if you're enjoying the stream. Let me know for any improvements as well for the stream, because I'm very in... yes, I did miss a banger of a fight. I feel absolutely gutted, to be honest, Nigel. But we did get a good action there. And just to make sure I do get the action this time, I've changed the scenes. There we go. I changed that quite early on there, just to make sure I covered all the action. And, oh, someone hasn't muted themselves from the, chat. just to make sure if people can actually see the scene. But yeah, had a bit of radio AOR for a minute there. 98.5, or whatever the AOR station is, as it were. But yeah, hopefully you can see the stream now. And I'm actually going to mute myself and see if I can see it, because otherwise I will have to change. By the looks of things, according to my stream deck, we can. So we've got Court, 3Logic, Nayan, and I forgot who else is racing. I'll need to double check in a minute, but we are about to get out of the way as they're about to, I think, lights out, and oh no, another green light bug, lads. It's like the third one tonight. Oh my god, sorry about this, guys. At least people realise this beforehand. I don't know entirely what happened. This is like the third one in a row, pretty much. I think something that Cody's, need to sort out at some point. This green light bugs, but I think they'll be concentrating more on the F1 2018 game, to be honest. Yes, I've gathered there's a green light bug. Thanks for letting me know on that. And, yeah. And I think the green light bug has to do with ping, I believe. I think that's what causes these issues, yeah, I think that's probably, it is due to ping. Why are people readying up? Yeah, I'm not going to ready up because I'm waiting on one more person. So, that is what's causing these green light bugs. It is due to the connection. And that is what's causing it at the moment. We will be doing our best to make sure we will be getting some more action for you. So let me just change scenes quickly again, using my lovely stream deck. There we go. And speaking of stream decks, Elgato is selling some lovely stream decks. Still on Amazon, if you want to buy one from that. Elgato sells some also products as well, including a lovely green screen and cam links, and also the HD60X, which I use to record my content as well for Xbox. So make sure you check that out. And we're also powered by Codemasters and GT Amiga Racing for these leagues as well. So thank you very much to our sponsors as well, who help AOR to its potential as well. So very good. And I think the main reason why is because I think the issue is happening of the green light is because some of them are South America and Nigel's Dutch. So we may have to get a different host for this one in a second, but we will have to find out about that one. We will have to wait and see. And let's switch to the action then right now, and let you know what you have been doing throughout your time there as much as possible as well. And any of you guys been playing the F1 2018 game as well? Let us know what you think as well about that. So hopefully, second time lucky for this. Looks like it looks to be good so far. Yeah, it is good. Jobs are good. And let's get on with the action. As Nigel has got a very good start. Don't forget the track was damp due to the thing. And I think he must have misjudged it slightly as Court has taken the lead. As he is dominating that. A bit of a dirt spray there, which is what we like to see in these types of things at the moment. As Nayan is trying to catch up onto Court. They were very close in the heat last time. As we've got Yogan trying to close up onto Nayan. I think Yogan has got second place now, I believe. So Yogan must have overtaken Nayan quite nicely there. Quite a good job from him to do it where he is. So the field seems to be spreading out a bit, but they're evenly close. Nayan has lost position. He's down into last place at the moment. And I think Nigel overtaken Court, and he's now in the lead. Capitalising on his mistakes there, and making sure that he does that quite nicely. And as he takes that line quite well. Let's see what the others do. I do believe Court is trying to do his best to overtake him, which he does that well. As Jürgen is in 3rd place, not that far, about 2 seconds adrift of that, as Neon is trying his best to catch up with the rest of the field, but all 4 of them evenly close at the moment indeed. As lap 3 of 5 then. It looks like to be a close heat. It looks like it could be anyone's game at the moment. So each of the 4 drivers racing in this heat can't afford to become a bit too complacent at all here. As we go into the 2nd corner. A bit of a jump here coming. This is going to be quite tricky for them guys to do. Nigel almost bumping the wall a little bit there. That will allow Court to close in ever so slightly. I do see a bit of bumping in the background. That might be from someone else, but this battle is definitely too heavy not to miss at the moment. As we approach turn 1 here. For turn 2, sorry, my bad. As they're braking definitely at the right moment, lifting and coasting when they need it. And fuel management is not a factor here, because obviously it's about making sure they use most throttle as much as possible as well. We're obviously using less in the rain. They can use more in these overcast type of conditions. So yes, as Nigel takes the win, we're caught in 2nd, and Neon is going to take 3rd or 4th. 4th, I believe, yeah. And so, our final lobby results then. We've got Nigel in 1st place, Court in 2nd, Jürgen in 3rd, and Neon in 4th place there. With your final results here. The top 2 separated by 1 second there. Very, very good stuff from the pair of them. Great stuff. Shows that Nigel is definitely improving. For him to beat Court is definitely a good thing. So, great job on him on that. So, we're about to move to the next lobby then, which is a bit of a delay, unfortunately. Actually, no, not of a delay, luckily, because the next lobby is due to start at 5 to 9, so we are still ahead of schedule. I'll need to double check who's hosting as well. Let me just check quickly. Poiseman's meant to be hosting, but I don't know if he's meant to be hosting or not. I will find out at some point. Yes, he is hosting. Brilliant. And, yes. Oh, there we go. Don't forget, I think the officiators tonight and the coordinators are doing very well to try and make sure it runs smoothly as possible, trying to avoid the bugs as much as we can as well, and keep the racing as good as possible as well, which is good to see. So, we've got Poisman, Fankadros, Keats and Aitza, so I think we can see some incredibly close racing from Aitza and Pottersman. Oh, not ready up yet. Okay. They must have been a bit. They forgot to change in the lobby, I guess. But hey ho. And to be honest, fun fact, I haven't actually had my dinner yet, which I will be doing afterwards. So yeah. So I need to ready up now. There we go. Getting underway here. So, I will keep you informed as well of the heat result as well, once that emerges. I do believe there are 3 or, let me just check, I think there are 4 heats, or 3. No, there are 3 heats. Oh, yeah, there are 3 heats. That's all good then. That's all good. So, we're about to get underway with the 2nd race of this heat. It is all to play for then. Oh. It nearly didn't decide to switch scenes then, but luckily it did very nicely, so that's all good. All goody, and all jobs are good at the moment, to be honest. As Pottersman it is random start orders, of course. Here we go. Again, absolutely love the livery from Pottersman. Now you can actually see it in its fine and glory here today, which is good to see at the moment. So, we are... Oh! Oh, not again! Oh my god. As I think we're telling the guys to retire then. Because So I think it's happened again. Ita doing some donuts. Very interesting there. And yeah, hopefully the drivers can retire just to make the things run a little bit smoother. And they are not retiring. Come on, you two, please retire. And I think this just keeps happening. It just keeps happening, the issues at the moment with these green light bugs. It's due to the ping, unfortunately. It can't be helped at the moment. Hopefully this is something that Codemasters will be fixing. And it is a shame that we're experiencing them, but hey ho about that. And yeah, to be honest, I'm starting to get quite hungry myself. But I will be having dinner after this, so I have been quite busy. Oh, I need to join a lobby then. There we go. So again, apologies about the issues, but it is due to ping, unfortunately. I think this series is cursed. I don't know. I think yeah. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, it is cursed a little bit. I think apparently there was a few issues last season as well. When it was not streamed, and they had the similar issues with the green light bug and stuff. So, but we are still racing. We are still not giving up, guys. We still wanting to bring some races for you, because we are AOR. We are a mighty league at the moment, and we want to bring out the best of these drivers and promote these in a positive light as much as possible, because yes, indeed. I need to ready up. And we're going to wait for Keats to ready up as well. And, yeah, it might be due to ping actually, but we don't know. Or it might just be something that happens at random. One way to find out is through this lobby then. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to jinx anything. So let's get underway then. I'm just going to change scenes before I forget. And if you just joined us, hello. This is the Dirt 4 Rallycross League Season 5. We are in Round 1 in Hell in Norway, one of my favourite tracks. A track that can experience a lot of overtaking here. And we are underway with here. We're just about to get ready then. Just about to start again. So, let me know who you think is going to win this. Should be interesting here. Hopefully we'll hardly get any issues here from these guys, as we've got Ita, Policeman. I don't know who is in the Peugeot, but well, we've got two Peugeots, one Seat, and I think Policeman is in the I can't remember what, you know. Trying to say. It looks like it's green lights are good ones. I think all four of them are getting on ever so nicely. So getting racing then. Ita gets a very good start off the line. I think all three of them decide to take the Joker lap. I think. As Frankie Joe's having a very good start there in second place. Very good stuff from him. As he's able to control that well. I think he's doing much better, I think, in the dry there, in the overcast conditions. They're doing very well there. As Policeman. Seeing if he can try and make a move on. Frankie Joe's on the outside there on the start finish line. Don't forget there's a lot more corners you can overtake in this track, which makes it a good track for overtaking, and a lot more fights we can see, as it were. As Frankie Joe's gone to the back of the field now, I think, because I think everyone else has taken the Joker lap. That's probably why he has dropped down a position. But a start for him, that is incredible stuff. He's looking to catch up to the rest of the field right now at the moment. As we follow the front people at the moment, as Ita is starting lap 3 then already. As between him and Policeman is about 3 seconds, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. As we've got Keats about 2 seconds behind Policeman. And we've got Frank in last, closing up to the other Peugeot very well there. So this could be some battles between the two Peugeots. I'm not sure if they're, to be honest, I don't know if they're teammates or not. I'm not entirely sure with that one. But you know, we shall have to wait and see from that. As we're starting the last few laps then. Isa having a very comfortable lead there. I won't be surprised if Forza's man starts to close in, but no, Isa's definitely pulling away here. But again, Forza's man showing that he's very, very consistent, showing what he could do. He's made his mettle, to be honest, and keeps trying to defend off Frank Rose right behind him. And looks like we're on our final lap then. Looks like Isa will take the win, but as long as he doesn't ball it. But to be honest, I don't really want to jinx things here at this moment. So to be honest, I'm not really going to say much before it gets too late, really. So we've got Isa taking the win. Put his man in second. Now we've got the two Peugeot drivers fighting it out. So we've got Frank Rose and Keats, not pizza. Why do I keep saying that? So Isa in first. We've got Potty's man in second, Keats in third, and Frank Rose in fourth. So Isa definitely looking to be very strong to take the round win overall, but it could also play for in the final heat coming up soon. But now we're going to move straight, if I switch scenes quickly before I do we go. There we go. So we are about to move on to the third race then of this heat. I do believe. Yes, we are. And hopefully this one will go very smoothly. Fingers crossed. When Primero was hosting this before, it did go very well. So we've got Stroke, Spiky and Ping in this lobby. So we could see Primero, Stroke and Spiky possibly battling it out. Maybe Ping could throw off a bit of surprises here. You never know. As I ready up then and just shows the guys that I am readying up. So there we go. Massive shout out to all of you that are still watching in the chat as well. Good to see you supporting AOR as much as possible. Don't forget, at the weekend, the new AOR site is launching, and to be honest, I'm very excited. I'll be keeping my eye glued to Twitter this weekend, and to be honest, because I don't know when the site will be launching, but for all I know, the AOR team behind the scenes have been working their very best to make sure the website is at its potential, and by the looks of the previews, it does look very nice indeed. So please make sure you check it out in a few days' time when it does eventually launch, and I'm pretty much looking forward to it as well. So leagues of course from all games, of course, looking for drivers. So from all platforms, for PC, PS4 and Xbox One. IndyCar will start on Monday for Xbox One, which I will be commentating on, of course. So make sure you check that out Monday at 8 PM. I'm very excited for that. Should be a great one to commentate for. So we're about to get underway then. And looks like we are heading underway, I think, if I'm mistaken. Yes, we are. Primero is off to a very good start here at the moment. Him taking advantage. Stroke going on a bit of the grass at the moment, so not the best for him, as Primero is starting to bring the early pace at the moment. Ping not doing too bad. He's trying to catch up to the rest of the field at this stage, looking very, very good from him. Spiky trying to close in as well. Not as close as the previous heats, but still so very good. Oh! We've got a Peugeot that's binned it. I don't know which it was. I think it was Spiky. Oh, no, Spiky. Oh, no, which Peugeot was it? No, it wasn't Spiky. It was Ping. Oh, no. So he might have got a bit of damage already. He's going slower than he normally does at the moment. But he's hanging there, which is very good to see right now. Right now then, Primero leads with Stroke in second place and Spiky in third and Ping in fourth. For some reason, the livery does keep changing on me, but I don't know. It may just be a visual glitch, but I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see for that one. So So Primero definitely showing what he's made of. Again, unfortunately, he couldn't make last week's race, but the last week's race didn't count. So it's great that he is definitely showing his mettle tonight. It is brilliant to see at the moment. We've got Stroke in second place there. Stroke showing some very good pace in the last heat there as well. Some very good stuff for him at this stage. Again, let me know your thoughts in the chat as well. And Spikey in third place, trying to close up onto Camaro as well. So the top three, I think, in my opinion, closely evenly matched, I think, in my opinion. Some very good stuff, I think, at the moment. As Ping there is trying his best to finish, I think. But looks like Primero will take the win again. Another dominant race for him at this stage. He's looking to be in control, taking corners when he's meant to. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they do it quite nicely. Stroke seems to not be matching the pace between Primero, which is quite surprising, because in the last heat he managed to match the pace of the first place guy very well. So Stroke takes second, Primero in first, Spikey in third, and Ping in fourth. Ping definitely doing well to hang it in there. He's a mini me, I think, in my opinion, because that's what I was when I was racing, to be honest. So good on ya. Maybe it'll be good if we can do some racing together, see who's faster. Probably Ping will be faster than me, to be honest. Without a shadow of a doubt. So race results then. Primero in first. Stroke in second place. Spikey in third and Ping in fourth. So, not the closest heat. But I think we can expect the drivers from the earlier heats to possibly take first and second place instead. So, we are about to approach the final heat then. At some point. We are running ahead of schedule, which is good. It's very good because the race 3 was meant to start at 9:05. So we are running ahead of schedule here, which is very good to see. Because the next race is not meant to start until 9:20. So what Nigel's going to do then is gather up the heat results for heat 2 and total it all up. And he's going to let me know what happens and who's taking the heat win. Because if you're just new to AOR Rallycross, heats are decided by lap time rather than position. Because that's what it is at this stage. So, yes. Very good. Indeed. It is starting to look ever so close between these guys. Oh my god, Jesus. And, the heat 3 then, I've got the conditions for heat 3, and it is going to be late afternoon and a bit of light rain, so not as rainy as the first heat, but still light rain. So to be honest, they've experienced the worst, but to be honest, I don't think if there's any thunder and lightning. Is there any thunder in Dirt 4? I don't know. I haven't raced in it, so I don't know. I don't have a clue. So yeah. So whilst we get the heat results together then, I'm just going to tell you a brief, let me just tell you what is going on so far. And so I do believe our Factor 2 sign-ups will be open in about a week's time for the new Season 2 for Formula 1 for our Factor 2, because the first season went very well, so they're looking to do a second season. That will happen when one of the coordinators, Sam Carpenter, will go back from Belgium, because obviously it's the Belgian Grand Prix this weekend, because he's in Spa right now. So if you're an our Factor fan, because obviously most of you will be watching who play on PC, and it'll be great to get some sign-ups from there. We've had a lot of interest last season, so it'll be great to see if we can get some interest this season as well. And yeah, some other leagues are racing on Fridays. Formula Rally League at 8:30. That races usually tend to bring up some great stuff as well. So great stuff, brilliant stuff, awesome. So The results for Heat 2 are done, so I will be checking the result, and then we will have a short 5-minute break or so before we begin the final heat, just to give my voice a bit of a rest. So, Heat 2 results. Not refreshing. What's going on? Heat 2 results not refreshing for me. No, it isn't. I'm not seen to be getting Heat 2 results at the moment, but I will be at some point. I'll probably reveal at the moment. So we will be starting in 15 minutes time. So please check back in 15 minutes for the final heat, because it can all be decided here in Dirt 4. So make sure you check it out in 9:25 for the final heat. Until then, we'll see you in about 10-15 minutes time. And wait, we have got the heat results, so before that, we will do the heat. Sorry about that. So for Heat 2, excuse me, we have got, so Ida wins the second heat again. So by the looks of things, he'll have enough to win. But I think Nigel is nipping at his heels, so I think it'll be up to Nigel and Ida for the top 2. And we have Court in 3rd. So it's looking like to be the same results for the top 4 at the moment. So Ida, Logic, Court and Primero as usual in 4th. Yoga has taken 5th as usual as well. But the thing that's changed is what's happening in the midfield. Portis Man in 6th, which he looks to be pretty impressed with that, because I'm speaking to him in the chat right now. We have Stroke in 7th, Neon in 8th in Heat 2. Keats in 9th, Spiky in 10th. Not a good heat from Spiky there. Ficadro's in 11th and Cooping in 12th. So those are your heat results. We will see you in 10-15 minutes. Enjoy your break. then, we are underway again. Then we're about to broadcast the last heat, and it is all to play for the top spot between Serene Logic and Aitza. But you never know. It can change in the final heat with all the points ever so closed up. So I'm very excited to see what this heat brings. Make sure you do check this out because, yes, right, I need to check which lobby is going to be starting first so I know which lobby to join. So, we're about to get underway then with Nigel's lobby, which is got Keats, Court, Yogan and Serene Logic. So, here we go then. I'm going to play the game. I actually like the new inviting system on Steam. I like the way it's been put together. So, yeah, extremely good stuff. And I hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. If you have, make sure you click the notification bell and subscribe to AOR. And also follow AOR on Twitter as well, Apex on Racing. Just follow us because that will be great to see as well. So, yes, if you just joined us, you're joining us at the right time, but you missed out a lot of action. But I hope you're able to join us for the final action for the last half an hour of this stream, which I am very looking forward to. So, here we go then. We are about to get underway again then. So, light rain. This should prove to be interesting, but the heavy rain proved to be a bit problematic for some drivers, but very good for others. But we saw a lot of more drivers in the second heat drive more better in the dry. So we will have to wait and see. Proves who can conquer basically. So we've got Court, Keat, Serene Logic and Yogan racing in this one. Is all to play for here. And a massive shout out to all of you that are still watching in the chat as well. And yeah, it's good to see some of you watching as well. It is good to see as well. I've got my dinner cooking as we speak, so I haven't had my dinner yet, but it should be ready by the time we finish the stream, so it will be goody. And yeah, we've got the stream working this time. We've got the racing underway. Oh, we've got a bug again. It had to happen, didn't it? Oh my god. So apologies about this, guys. Let's change scenes again. Luckily, I'm able to stop that pretty quickly, so it's all good. It's all goody. Oh, we had the voice chat being broadcast a little bit there, but you know. And I need to ready up. No, I don't. I need to ready. I don't know. Yeah, I think it just happens at random. I don't really know. It's just the way it is sometimes, really. And yeah. So I think due to the fact this has been running smoothly, we can start again soon whilst we wait for the other person in the lobby to join pretty soon. And yeah. Yep, Heat is joining, so hopefully this lobby can run a bit more smooth. I don't think it's due to ping because oh no. Do I need to ready up? Yes I do. Yes I do. There we go. I was stupid for a minute there, but oh my god, my headphones have just got nicked up. Oh. But hey ho. I think hey ho is a word I like to say properly at the moment. But yeah. We shall see what happens then with this lobby. We'll see if it runs smoother. We're keeping our fingers crossed for that one. If not, we should do an L in the chat to pay respect, pretty much. And yeah. So, here we go then. Let's switch to the action. Right here then. Just to let you know, I'm keeping an eye on the Twitter chat, Discord, and YouTube chat as well. Doing 3 chats at once is quite difficult, but we will get our hang of it. As they're about to set up then. Here we go. I'm doing my big map. Another green light bug. second time in a row. Oh my god. Them doing donuts is just for... It's always the last thing that we do on the stream that goes horribly wrong. It happened last week as well. Well, the last thing we did went horribly wrong. And it happened with this one as well. Oh my god. Right, third time lucky then, guys. We shall see if this one works out. I might have to join another lobby at this rate. If worst comes to worst. But we are still running alright in schedule at the moment. Because we're meant to be starting now. So, at 25 past. So we're still running okay in schedule. So I will find out if another lobby might be done instead. I don't have a clue. My tummy's rumbling like crazy. I need food. So bad. But I'm still persevering. It can be done. So hopefully, third time lucky. Third time lucky usually gets us somewhere. We're keeping our fingers crossed here. We're just waiting for the drivers to ready up then. I didn't switch scenes because we were doing this straight away. So you could just see behind the scenes of the lobby pretty much. And yeah, apologies about the issues. And if this lobby doesn't go according to plan, I will have to move to another one that's already been readied up. So we'll see what happens with this lobby anyway. See what happens. So this is getting very too reoccurring with this game, I think. But we're doing all we can. We're doing all we can to get some action on the track for you guys. And hopefully we're doing a pretty good job. So, third time lucky. Come on. Come on, Dirt 4. We can do this. Pray to the gods. Pray to the Dirt 4 gods right now that we can get this working. No bug, please. Yes! Finally! I nearly said a swear word, but no! As we've got no bug and we're all underway here for the final heat. Sorry it took so long, but we got there in the end. It is all good. We're still running okay in schedule, and Nigel is taking the lead at the moment, running very cleanly at the moment. So looking good from that, and we've got, I do believe, Keats in second, and we have Jürgen in third, and Court is in fourth, or it might be, yeah, he is in fourth. So he is side by side with Jürgen, and a very good fight from him. Jürgen had to make do, and a great overtake from Court. There, he didn't want to be last place, Jürgen trying to make another move. I think the most battles we are seeing tonight are between Court and someone else, which just goes to show Court is definitely esports material, but don't forget Court is an Dirt 4 esports finalist, which is very great to have him along for the ride. As Keats is at the back of the pack at the moment. We've got Nigel starting the third lap here. Taking it very nicely into turn one. Braking when he needs to. A very tricky left-hander coming up. Needing to brake harder than he did normally. And don't forget they need to brake sooner in the wet, but not as sooner as the heavy rain conditions in fact. So but the visibility is definitely improved due to the fact it's just light rain. So let's just see then. We've got Court, I think it's second, I believe. Now he's moved on Jürgen. Yes, he has. Jürgen's getting a bit hot on his trail at the moment, so looking good from Jürgen. And we've got Keats in third. And Court Yogan and Keith. Keith in fourth. Sorry, Keith in fourth. My bad. My apologies. I need to get the positions right, but hey ho. So Nigel already dominating this race, and don't forget lap times are crucial as he starts the final lap. Then he's got a clear field ahead of him, so this will definitely help in the round fight, as it were. As he's got to make sure he wins this race with a comfortable margin. But again, we won't find out probably until the second and third heat to find out if either Nigel or Ida come out on top. So yeah. So like Nigel takes the win with Court in second. Keith's winning a little bit wide there in the Peugeot. It is quite tricky to do the Peugeot in this circuit. I've been there. I've raced in the Peugeot before. So our final results for the first race in Heat 3. Serene Logic in P1. Court in P2. We've got Yogan in P3 and Keats in P4. So looking good for Nigel to see if he can take a very good lap time actually in the wet. Pretty good. But can we see Nigel get a faster lap time? All will be revealed at some point. So we are about to move on then to Primero's lobby, as he's just sent me an invite and we're about to get underway pretty shortly. The ones who are in, the ones who need a thingy are, here we go then, we've got Ping, Spiky, Neon and Primero. Don't ready up guys, I haven't actually spectated yet. They're too keen, these guys, they are. And there we go. So I'm just spectating, I can ready up, so I'll let the lobby know I'm ready. There we go. That was a very good race, to be honest. I very enjoyed myself with that. There was a few bugs, but we got there eventually. According to Franco Jones, he's got a thunderstorm, so he might not be able to do the third heat, which will be a bit of a shame for him. Thunderstorms are blazing in Franco Jones' area, which is not ideal or not the best situation, I don't think. But at least he's told us nonetheless. And it's good to see you guys who are still in the chat hanging in there as well. And the coordinators and the officiators are doing all they can to make sure we bring you some action. Hopefully we can get some action on the way. So we've got Primero again, Ping, Spiky and Neon. 4 completely different cars in this heat. So it's definitely an even playing field. And as we won't know the actual heat results until the round results to the final heat then. So we'll have to wait and see to see what happens. And as we are about to get underway, looks like there's no bugs this time. It's all jobs are good in, and it looks like Primero is on to a good start. We've got 2 of them taking the Joker lap. Primero deciding not to at this stage. Neon trying to close into the seats, I believe. 3 of them running head to tail at the moment. It's looking very, very strong between the pair of them at this stage. As Ping is still running quite slow, but it's definitely hanging in there at the moment, so looking good at this stage. But Primero controlling the field already at this heat as he handles the bump very well in the wet. And again, it is quite tricky to see the bump in the wet. They've got to approach it with a little bit less speed and more caution, but less caution than in the heavy rain which we've seen in Heat 1. So yes indeed. Who's behind? Let me just see who's behind Primero. It is Spiky. To be honest, livery on this I'm absolutely loving to pieces there. It's actually quite nice and quite nice to overtake, to be honest. I actually quite like it myself. And Neon in third. the field on this heat, on this race, I mean, definitely a bit more spread out than the first race, I think, in my opinion. These drivers having a few different abilities, I feel like, in this heat, to be honest. We've definitely seen the best and the worst in this lobby, but we shall have to find out what happened. If you can hear my tummy rumbling, I apologise here. And I do believe, and the thing that is quite difficult with this game, that it is actually quite hard to see when people have taken their joker laps. That is one thing that the drivers do find quite difficult, as Primero taking the uphill left-hander here. This is one of the most hardest corners on the track. I've seen a bit of damage to his car, I think, or it might be just a glitch for me. So I can see a bit of his bumper race. He's decided to take the joker lap now. Where is Spiky now? He's the one that's closest to Primero. There's his bit more of a fight there between these two now. The battle that we want to see as we go into turn 4. One of the moves that people could possibly overtake. There's a lot of overtaking movements, as we can see at the moment. And again, this is quite tricky in the rain. Low visibility, of course, more dirt, hence in the name. As Primero has taken the win there, Spiky in second. And this guy, Ping, as always, in 4th. But he definitely put on a good show, definitely improving. And he's finished all the races so far, so that is very good. Just shows how this is one of his stronger tracks, I feel. Definitely hanging in there. Again, I would like to race him in some lobbies. Meet him probably doing a lot better than me. But, yeah ho. So, race results then. We've got Primero in 1st, Spiky in 2nd, Neon in 3rd, and Ping in 4th. And don't forget, it is not about positions. It's about lap times, which will all be calculated in the final heat. And the final heat is going to be very, very exciting, as we've got Pottisman, Stroke, Frankadros and Aitza. Aitza needs to win this heat with a good lap time in order to make sure he stands a chance of taking the victory of this championship. So, I'm just going to see if I can join off Pottisman. There we go. Join game. Hopefully, keep my fingers crossed. There we go then. So, I am going to toggle the move. So, I'm going to stay where we are since we joined the lobby quite quickly. So, here we go. We are just about to... This is just behind the scenes of how the lobby is set up, just so you are a bit more aware about what's going on. And you've seen how I toggle spectator mode. So, there you go. That's how we do it. And, yeah. So we're about to ready up then, I believe. Oh, I need to ready up. Bugger. I was like, why is it not ready? Why isn't that everyone ready? I'm like, oh, I haven't readied up. But yeah. I hope you're enjoying this so far. This is the last race. It is anyone's game. Aitza could maybe bottle it, which I hope he doesn't, because we want this to be a fair fight. So, nice shout out to our Panda in the chat there. How are you doing? We've got 15 people watching the stream now, which is good to see as well. And we are very looking forward to more Rallycross races to come as well. With the final race going underway then with these 4 drivers. Hopefully no major issues. Keeping my fingers crossed. But I'm probably going to end up jinxing it, so I'm not going to say anything more. To the wait. Yes! Final race of hell literally, has begun. And Aita had a bit of contact with them too, but seems to go away a bit cleaner than the others as he approaches turn 2 quite nicely. Going down midfield then, we've got Potty's man trying to overtake Aita. Potty's man probably going to be the one fight for the win in this round here. And there are 5 laps, and what I'm going to do is after this race, I'm going to see the lap time for Aita and Nigel to see who has done it. But I think because it could all change at this rate. Aita's pulling away from everybody, but I'm just going to see if Stroke is closing on to Potty's man. He is trying to close in quite very well, actually. He's doing very well. He's showing some very good pace around Hal. Especially in the last heat, he did very well, in fact, in his race. And I think he's been shown as Mr. Consistent, I think. Showing that he can do this, showing that he can do quite well. A lot more people taking the Joker lap now. It is quite hard to see who's taking the... oh, we just seen a bottle from someone. I don't know who it was. But I will check. Frank is able to race them, which is good news. Showing that his thunderstorms are not hindering him at all, which is good. It'll probably get worse once the stream ends, to be honest. But we all pray that if you have any thunderstorms, we all pray for you in AOR as much as we can, to be honest. As Aita making it very clean. Looks like to be a very strong lap time. It's quite hard to see the lap time on this. And Stroke, I think, must have overtaken Potty's man. But Potty's man is not giving in. As Potty's man is going to try and make a move. Quite nice. He's got another chance here going into the uphill. This is another good move to overtake here. Can he do it? They are wheel to wheel at the moment. Oh, he's been forced. He's been forced, both of them. They had a bit of wheel to wheel. It's probably in a racing incident there. But this could all change. This could all change between these two. Fighting head to tail of the nail. Looks like Stroke has to be the advantage at the moment, with Potts making a bit of a mistake. But showing that they both got upright pace at the moment. We're going to follow this battle very, very close, because this is the closest battle at the moment. As approaching the kink. Oh, a bit of wheel shunting. Looks like Potts man has got the move done. He's in second, with Stroke in third. And Frank in fourth. So, Ice with a 2:57.4. What time is Nigel's? Let me see. Nigel's is 2:58. So, unfortunately, Aita was faster than Nigel. So, I think Aita's taken the win of the round 1 in hell. I think he was only faster by 1 second. So, yes. So, I'll just wait for the heat results just to be confirmed. But soon, I will be getting a chat from our round winner, as we do. But we will do that in a minute. Not yet, though. I will be joining the commentary box pretty soon. On Discord. So, yeah. So, all in all, despite the bugs, really, really good. Some good racing. We've seen some very good racing from Potter's man, making some moves. Him showing his muscle at the moment, which is great to see. Great battles from midfield as well. And it'll be interesting to see how they do in other tracks as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. So that'll be interesting to see as well. So, we'll wait for the heat results to be confirmed before we invite Aita to the commentary box. As what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm going to turn the desktop audio all the way back to the top now, so we can get the Discord up. And let me get my thingy up. There we go. And who do you think the driver of the day is as well? And yeah, Ita wins 100%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite him to the interview box. So he is ready for interview. Let me join the commentary box then. And let me check to see if I... there we go. And I'm just going to drag Ita to the interview, the commentary box. There we go. Hello, Ita. Well, first of all, congratulations on your round win there for dominating most of your heats there. Tell me how the conditions were for you. Was it tricky for you, do you think?
As it looked, I can tell you that. The conditions in Heat 1, especially in heavy rain, were absolutely atrocious.
Yes.
It was difficult to keep the car on the road because the braking was very difficult. The car was sliding, and I was surprised that I didn't spin on some occasions. But really, from the driving that I saw from the others, everybody should be proud of their driving this round. I mean, I was in a bit of a problem in the last heat with a bit of pain from my sprained ankle, but that's how it goes. But I can't be disappointed, put it that way. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, turn 1 is always difficult from first slot on the grid because you have to take a wide turn, a sort of entry into that corner. So, of course, into turn 1, I always found myself on the inside, so that's not the place that you want to be. And I just had to keep my cool, brake early, make sure that nobody got the inside line into that corner. And to be honest, I'm surprised that it worked, but it did. But I'm sure that's just because my driving has been improving all the time. Of course, I've been pushed by people like Serene Logic and Quartz to constantly get better. And, well, of course, also being part of Velocia Esports, you have to get better all the time. So I think there's a lot of potential in this league, and this is one of the races where the whole field is very, very close. And I think I said it to you before the racing started, that this is the one where everybody's reasonably good at this circuit. And
they are.
It's definitely not all said and done after round 1, because I know that Serene Logic and Court and Potisman especially, the three of them can do really well at certain rounds. So I have to keep my wits about me and keep
defend your title, maybe, but Nigel could be hitting at your heels. Doing Velocia Esports proud, they'll probably be very happy with this result, despite your issues.
I think so. And 2 days ago, it was looking like I couldn't compete, so I'm just happy to be here and to compete because it was great racing. I enjoyed every single minute of it.
Sorry, carry on.
I just want to thank, Serene Logic and yourself and the others who have participated in this for organising the event, because this is probably the most fun I've had in Rallycross to date. And so thank you very much.
And I've been enjoying commentating for it. It's been really fun so far. Despite we had a lot of green light bugs, but that can't be helped, unfortunately. But apart from that, we've had no other major issues, so we can say that's a win there. So, yeah.
It's been a healthy recovery for the league. I think we can put it that way.
Definitely. And hopefully we can see the drivers we see tonight racing again next week, because it was, to be honest, was extremely close. Even Kaping has improved from last week because he actually finished every race. So that means he's got some points. So,
well, the old saying is to finish first you have to finish.
He was like me. I was a person that was last in every race, but my aim was to finish. And he did just that.
And that's a noble aim, really.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people that do struggle to finish races. But I think the most important for everybody in the league is to know that you can improve, and there's no point in getting disheartened about your pace compared to others, because all it takes is a bit of practice, a bit of motivation, and you can get to a decent level. So I think there's a lot of talent in this league, and I'm sort of excited, really, to see what will happen in the next round.
Me too. I'm sure it'll be an exciting one, and I think the stream schedule was run a bit smooth. I'd like to say thanks to our new officiators that joined us, that helped you and Nigel. I believe it was Portisman and Primero who helped host the lobbies there. So thanks for your help, and yeah, thank you very much for joining, and we'll hope to see you next week. Fingers crossed. We're gonna round off this, and we're going through the event results pretty quickly. As we just said, Aita has won the round then with 150 points, so taking the maximum points. Mr. Dominant, with Nigel in second place, with Court in third, Primera in fourth, Yogan in fifth, Portisman in sixth. Not bad result from him. But we could see him do better in other tracks, as you said, Aitza. Spikey in seventh, Stroke in eighth, Neon in ninth, Keat in 10th, and Frankie Rhodes and Kaping rounding up the top 12. And due to the fact of your win, Primero's fourth place also has taken the lead of the constructors, but joint leaders with Worldwide Racing, I believe, because you can see the standards as well, I believe. And
yes, I can.
So yeah, Nigel and Court's team is joint first with you and Primero. So it's
going to be a tough one. The constructors is going to be a very tough one. But I think that, I mean, Serene Logic and Court are not two people to be underestimated, but I think that Primero has, again, a lot of potential, and I think that he can pull off a win this season. I mean, he's been so close sometimes, and I think this season he can pull off a win.
Yes, definitely. And I'm thinking, let me just go for the rest of the teams then. Gravel Boys, Yogan and Stroke, third place in the constructors. Keat and Kaping, fourth. So even though Kaping is last in the drivers, he's fourth in the constructors due to the fact he's been scoring points. That has worked out, so, you know. Fifth, I can't even read this team name. Rovenigan, with Portisman by himself there with 11. Spikey in 6th with his team. LLR Neon in 7th. And VRT E-Racing with Frank Rose and RC Fly last. I believe, did Fly race today, or? Yeah, he did. It might be, yeah, well, he did. My bad. But anyway, that's it for the Rallycross League. It's been a nice recovery from last week. Less issues, and we had a lot more fun. Any last words to say before we go, Aitza?
Well, I think that round one has been already interesting enough, but I'm sure that there's way more to come, and I think there's going to be a lot of close racing in the next couple of rounds. So stay tuned for the next couple of rounds. Yes,
indeed. I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check quickly before we head off what the second round is. I should be paying close attention. Let me just go on to. Let me just find. Oh no, I nearly gone past it. Because I know Portugal's round 4, because it's got moved from round 1 to round 4, I believe. And if I'm mistaken, it might be Leiden. I don't know. I really don't know.
Lydden Hill.
It might be. I don't know.
That's a track where overtaking is definitely possible, because I've been overtaken on it before. And I think that's going to be an even closer round, because I know that Court and Serene Logic really enjoy that circuit. So it's going to be interesting.
Let me just check. Oh no, it's not Lydden Hill. It's Lowiac. There we go. That is quite a track I haven't raced before. I think, so I couldn't make it in any of the seasons. But yeah, it's going to be a good one, I guess. And hope your ankle gets better soon, by the way. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure you join us for some more AOR streams coming up as well. And I think the next stream will be the social race tomorrow on PC, I believe, for F1 2018. But until then, we'll see you next Saturday for some more Rallycross action then. Goodbye now.